Hello, and welcome back to Top 10s You Should Know, the channel that helps you upgrade your mindset, habits, and life one powerful truth at a time. Today, we're diving into something that hits deeper than just productivity tips or motivational quotes. This is about reinvention, because sometimes what's holding you back isn't your talent, your resources, or your opportunities. It's the identity you've been clinging to. When you shift your identity, even slightly, your whole world can begin to change. So if you've ever felt stuck or like you're not becoming who you were meant to be, this is for you. Here are the top 10 identity shifts that create a brand new you, not just in how you act, but in who you become. 1. From I'll try to I decide. Most people walk through life saying, I'll try to be better, or I'll try to start tomorrow. But trying is rooted in doubt. The moment you shift from I'll try to I decide, your energy changes. You're no longer flirting with progress. You're committed to it. It's the difference between someone hoping to change and someone who has already made the internal leap. Think of it like flipping a switch. Deciding means cutting off other options, removing the mental backdoor that allows excuses to sneak in. This identity shift alone builds self-respect. You stop negotiating with yourself. You begin to trust your own word, and with every decision made from that space, you grow more powerful, more disciplined, and more unstoppable. 2. From I'm a victim to I'm the narrator. Life throws curveballs, loss, trauma, setbacks. And yes, some things are absolutely not your fault. But staying in the mindset of a victim, where life happens to you, strips away your power. The shift here is choosing to be the narrator. When you're the narrator, you still acknowledge the pain, but now you control the frame, the meaning, the chapter titles. You stop saying, why did this happen to me? And start asking, what do I do with this now? That subtle mental shift from passive to author gives you agency. It invites growth. You're no longer defined by your wounds. You're writing what comes next. And that makes you not just stronger, but free. 3. From I need approval to I approve of me. We've all been wired since childhood to seek validation, likes, praise, acceptance. But when your identity is rooted in approval from others, you become a puppet to external forces. You shrink your dreams, dilute your voice, and live small just to fit in. The identity shift is deciding that your own approval is enough. Not arrogance, but inner security. You stop asking, do they like me? And start wondering, do I like who I am? That inner approval radiates confidence. You speak more freely. You risk being disliked because authenticity matters more than applause. And ironically, that's when people start respecting you even more. You become magnetic because you're real. 4. From I'm not that kind of person to I can become anyone. One of the most powerful prisons we live in is self-labeling. I'm not a morning person. I'm not good with money. I'm just shy. Every time you repeat these, you cement a story that may no longer serve you. But what if those labels are lies? The identity shift is letting go of I am statements that keep you stuck and replacing them with I'm learning to become. Suddenly, you're not boxed in. You're fluid, evolving, adaptable. This unlocks massive potential. You're not a finished product. You're a work in conscious progress, and that's where the magic lives. 5. From I'm alone in this to I'm building my tribe. When you're growing, you often feel isolated. People around you may not get it. They might mock your dreams, question your moves, or guilt you for changing. But the trap is thinking, I'm all alone in this. You're not. The world is filled with people just like you, driven, evolving, seeking alignment. You just haven't met them yet. The shift? Stop mourning who's drifting away and start intentionally building your tribe. One connection, one conversation, one aligned human at a time. You become someone who attracts growth-minded people because that's who you are now. And suddenly, it doesn't feel lonely anymore. It feels like legacy. 6. From I react to I respond with power. Most people operate on autopilot. Something triggers them, and they react instantly. Anger, defensiveness, blame. But living in reaction is giving your power away. The identity shift is in slowing down, breathing, choosing your response. When you're the kind of person who responds rather than reacts, you reclaim emotional authority. You become grounded, unshakable. The storms come, but you're the calm in the middle. People notice it, respect it, and more importantly, you respect yourself, because self-control isn't weakness, it's power restrained. 7. From I'm hustling to I'm aligned. The hustle culture glamorizes burnout, no sleep, constant grind, endless output. But often, Hustle is rooted in fear of falling behind, of being irrelevant, of not being enough. The identity shift is choosing alignment over exhaustion. That means doing less, but with more purpose, saying no to what drains you, choosing peace over pressure. When your actions align with your deepest values, you create more with less force. You stop pushing and start pulling things toward you. It's not lazy, it's intelligent, intentional living. 8. From I fix myself to I love myself into growth. Personal development is beautiful, but it can turn toxic if it's rooted in the belief that you're broken. I have to fix this. I'm not good enough yet. But growth born from shame leads to burnout. The powerful shift? Start from love. See your flaws, yes, but don't hate them into submission. Love them into evolution. When you nurture yourself, encourage yourself, and cheer for your own progress, you grow faster. Because you're not fighting yourself, you're partnering with yourself. And that feels entirely different. Number 9. From I chase goals to I embody my vision. There's a huge difference between chasing a goal and becoming the person who naturally achieves it. Most people set goals with the mindset that they'll finally be happy, confident, or fulfilled once they arrive. But here's the catch. If your identity doesn't match the goal, it'll always feel just out of reach. Chasing goals often creates a gap between who you are now and who you think you need to be. And that gap is filled with doubt, delay, and burnout. The shift is subtle but powerful. Stop waiting to become that version of yourself after you succeed and start embodying them today. Ask yourself, how does my future self carry themselves? What do they believe about money, health, love, or discipline? What habits do they repeat daily without even thinking? Then start acting as if you're already that version. Because your identity is the thermostat of your life, and the more you align it with the end result, the faster reality catches up. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. When you embody your vision, you send a powerful message to your subconscious. This is who we are now. And when your behavior, mindset, and energy all align with that truth, you'll be stunned at how fast life starts moving in your favor. This isn't about faking it. It's about activating the future in the present. Because once you do that, you don't chase goals anymore. You become the kind of person who naturally creates and keeps them. 10. From I survive to I create. So many people wake up each day in survival mode, just trying to make it to the next paycheck, next meal, next moment of peace. But survival is reactive. The shift is choosing to create, creating space, creating options, creating joy. When you shift your identity from just surviving to actively creating, you become a force. You stop waiting for good things. You build them. You stop tolerating circumstances and start designing them. Even in struggle, creators find power because the moment you say, I can build something better, you've already started becoming someone better. And there you have it. 10 powerful identity shifts that don't just improve your habits, they evolve who you are. Remember, your life always rises or falls to match your identity. So stop trying to change your life from the outside. Start from the inside. Rebuild the core. And the rest will transform automatically. Which of these shifts hit home the most for you? Have you already started living one of them? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. And as always, like, subscribe, and keep becoming the boldest version of yourself. Right here on Top 10s You Should Know.